And the question is, how can you be a Christian and not be a socialist? Because the premise of being a Christian is you want everybody to be good, right? So if I'm Christian, I should want everyone to be fine. And the way that works, at least in America, and probably the world, because we have enough money to feed everybody, you would have enough money to feed everyone, which is kind of Christian-like, want everybody to be fine and good. So that would be socialism. Like, you think about Jeff Bezos, and the dude has enough money to pay probably every employee he has $1 million. That's just one guy. So with the rest of the money in the world, you could pay everybody some money. Like, everybody could be a millionaire. In America especially. Everyone could be a millionaire here. And then that would just only feed the beast. Like, Jeff Bezos would just be richer if he just gave everybody money. If he gave everyone a ton of money, right? Where do you think that money is going to be spent? It's going to be spent in America and probably on Amazon. They probably could just buy his fucking products because that shit come in 2 days. So, of course. So you would really just be feeding a monster in actuality, because it's just like with the bailouts. The government could have given everyone like $10,000, $5,000, $2,000. It doesn't matter, because all people are going to do is just spend the money right back in America and just buy more shit. It's not like they're going to spend that shit in fucking Tanzania. They're just going to just buy more shit in America. So it doesn't really matter if you give them money, because it's going to be spent here. So to say that we don't have enough money, first off, we don't have enough money to for everybody to be rich. And I mean, I get the whole working hard thing, but that's really a misnomer. Because if people had more money, it's not like they would just stop working and stop fucking around and stop being creative and stop having dreams just because they have enough money to live and eat and have electricity. Like that, nobody stops wanting to be better. It would just, I would have the means to, first off, live and eat and be comfortable, which should be everybody's goddamn wish for people on earth, especially if you're Christian. That's what I mean by that shit. Like, Dad, you Christian? Like, damn, I get you don't want motherfuckers to be rich because they work at McDonald's. That's fine, which is bullshit. But you don't want that nigga to have regular fucking money to live and be comfortable because he flips burgers. Like, I just got to talking about my boy Trey. Shout out to my boy Trey, my live brother and shit. This nigga was like, they should want more. They should want to be better. They should want to get out that situation. And so I said, well, that means you want them niggas to suffer at some point. Whether they 5, 10, 12, 13, don't matter. You still want them to suffer for a little bit so they can want out of the bad situation. But that's not Christian like then. Like, you can't spout the Bible shit and then say that you want people to suffer for a minute. Like, that don't make no sense. That's not Christian shit. Like, you should want people to just be fine, or at least really be better than fine, actually, because we have enough money. Like I said, again, we have enough money on this earth with all these companies and all these businesses and all the taxes that you could give. Shit, everybody could be fine. Like, literally, niggas could be balling out, and that's fine. And if motherfuckers want to be lazy, so fucking what? So what? Nigga, the reason why we on earth is not just to fucking work. That is not why humans were created, was to have a life of fucking turmoil and hurt and strife and tired and can't see my kids. And that's not what the fuck. I don't think God intended a nigga to work and you can't see your kids. Like, that's not a God thing. That's not why he created us. So then if people can relax and vacation and sit at home and chill and hang out with their kids, you call it lazy. I call it enjoying life. Like, how many of y'all didn't enjoy? Like, yeah, the pandemic was bad, of course. But then, damn, you didn't enjoy your family? You didn't enjoy hanging out with your family and shit? And seeing your friends? And be able to sit in the neighborhood because, fuck, you ain't got nowhere else to go? So you actually talk to your neighbor and shit? Like, okay. Like, yeah, it was bad, of course. But goddamn, it was some good out that shit, too. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't like it's just, it was all fucking terrible because it wasn't all terrible. So that was the humanity in us, though. So it kind of gives me an indication of maybe that's how we're supposed to live. Like maybe we're supposed to just hang out with our fucking friends. We go to work and shit, of course. Like that would be the plus, but we ain't gotta bust our ass and be crazy if we have enough money to pay our bills. And I don't have to work overtimes. I don't have to spend all this extra fucking time away from work or away from home just so I can make it. I ain't gotta work 2 jobs. Because in one instance you say single parent households, the kids have more crime or more such and such, which is fine. But then you also create conditions that make them people away from their homes. Like you make a person make less than what they can to really fucking live and be comfortable. So they have to work 2 jobs and 3 jobs just to make ends meet, which takes them away from the home. But then you complain about how single parent homes create criminal kids and kids that are out of control and don't have guidance and yada yada yada, which is fine because it does. But then you're also partly responsible for creating those situations. Like you're making it bad for single parents. You're making it bad for double parent shit. To be honest, because shit, in certain states, you have to have 2 parents working. In most states in America, just to make it. But who's creating that? It's the rich and the government. That's who's creating that situation. So you created a situation or a problem and an epidemic because you're being dumb. It's just like I said, it's like feeding a beast. I don't know how else to say it. It's feeding a beast. If I give my citizens more money and more comfort, they're only going to stimulate the economy and make me richer than I was before anyway. If I give a bunch of people a bunch of money, they're only going to spend it. And they might create their own businesses, which then stimulates the economy still and cuts down on unemployment. Like that would be what would make sense. But of course we don't do shit that makes sense. But back to the whole Christian thing, that's what I mean. Like, I don't know how you can be both. Like, I just don't get it. So when people say, oh, you're a socialist, I just think, yeah, thanks. I appreciate that. Because that means I care about people. So, brand me as a socialist. I don't really care. Because if you're anything other than that, I think you're crazy. To a certain degree. Because you can be a socialist and still work hard. That's a fact. If I had more money, I could start businesses easier. I could invest into the economy easier if I had more money. So it's not like, but that's anybody. I'm not talking about just myself. I'm talking about anybody. Like, nigga, if you have more money, even if you got a bunch of money now, if you have more money, you can do more. That's a fact. And the rich do it. The more money they get, the more they can do. So then the poor person is the same. The concept is the same because they're both human nature. Human nature is if I have more, I can do more. If I'm poor and I can have less, I can't do shit. So I can't get out of my situation. That's not their fault. Because you're creating that situation. That's dumb. We're fucking stupid. We are a dumbass country. Dumbass culture. Don't make no fucking sense. Like, literally, if you think about it, it makes no sense. Because when you go to other countries and you see other people, and you see the kind of poverty that is there, it's really heartbreaking, man. Like, you look at videos of, like, India. I've never been to India, but I want to go. But, man, there's no reason for those people to live like that, man. It's heartbreaking to see those kind of people that have to live like that for no fucking reason. That's what you tell my students all the time. Like, there's nothing that made you really special. Because at some point, like when you were born, same day, same hour, same second, there was another kid born in absolute fucking shit, man. And he didn't do anything to deserve that shit. And neither did you. So, I mean, for those kids to have to go through that by no fault of their fucking own, that whole pulling yourself up by the bootstrap shit is bullshit. So it's like, if as a humanity, as a culture, as a group of people, as countries, if you know those people can be helped, why would you not help them? Like these people talk about all the time, these rich people talk about, oh, yeah, go on these vacations. And you see all these people that are poor. But bitch, you rich. Why would you not fucking help them? Like, yeah, give them $50. That's fine. That's a fucking tip. But nigga, you can give them a whole bunch more than that. But you don't. You know what I mean? But you could. Like we all could just accumulate this money and just call it a day. But we don't, man. It's really weird. So, even though I don't believe in Christianity anymore, I believe in God, but I don't believe in Christianity. I don't believe in any man-made religions. But because I just feel like God was here before man-made religions. Like God created everything, and that was before religion, because we did have people that were pre-humans. So those things existed before people started writing Bibles and stuff, you know. So that's another deal. But I just think it's weird, man. But even though I don't believe in those things, I still live by better Christian values than what most Christians believe in, or at least the way they behave or the way they act about it. You know what I'm saying? Like the things they believe in. I'm like, it's hard to be Christian when you're thinking like that. Like if that's your whole deal, like you think, I think people should suffer. They gotta just work harder. But yeah, the work harder is fine. But they should have enough money to live and eat and survive and strive, really. And make them really have a good life. Everybody could. And then you have utopia, because everybody would be striving better. We'd have more shit. We would have abandoned homes. You wouldn't have abandoned buildings, because people would just be like, fuck, I got extra money. I'm about to invest in some damn buildings. And I'm going to get renters. You probably wouldn't have homeless either. I mean, you talk about, homeless people. Yeah, give them niggas $1 million. Get them off the street. But give them some programs, some shit that they can do. Give them some investors. Make sure that money is tied to some contractual shit they got to abide by. Just like on probation. You put them on probation, they got to go meet about some drug offense. That's fine. But then give them $1 million and do the same thing. Make them motherfuckers better. But you don't want to do that, because nobody wants everybody to be better, which is dumb, which is not Christian-like. It's not God-like, it's not anything. But that's the kind of life I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about people actually being able to live, ball out. Everybody. But you gotta have everybody. People still have to work regular jobs. So you don't want everybody gotta be a fucking doctor. Everybody gotta be no lawyer. Everybody gotta be no fucking scientist. No. Because who's gonna be shoveling that shit? Who's gonna be digging them ditches and laying pipe and putting electricity out and all that kind of shit and chopping up wood? Not rich motherfuckers. So I'm not saying everybody gotta be rich, but everybody gotta have a fucking livable wage. And even above that, people should be able to fucking ball out. You should have some fucking vacation time in goddamn America. Guaranteed by the goddamn government. Nigga, you got a month off every fucking year. Month off. By yourself, paid vacation. Why not? Nigga, you work 11 months. You can't give me one? Get the fuck out of here. You can't give me one goddamn month off where I can just go ball out with my kids and have fun? Of course I should. Because when I come back, I'm going to be cool. I'll be much better than I was the month before that. We don't want to do that. We don't want everybody to be better, because y'all niggas full of shit. So all y'all people with this whole Democrat shit and left, right, blah, 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 I don't care about none of that shit. Come think about shit as a human being only. And if you're not looking like that, then you dumb, man. Because we all fucking human. Y'all talk all this shit about, everybody's human. Everybody's blah, blah, blah. We're all the same. Yada, yada, yada. But you don't want everybody to be the same. Can't be both. Y'all niggas y'all pick and choosing. Cherry picking ass niggas. Man, motherfuckers ought to be fine. Everybody. And if you're not thinking that, you full of shit. So all that Christian shit, miss me. Religion shit, miss me. Be real about that shit. Well, everybody just try to be fine. Straight up. If not, stop it. Stop. Ace one, man. Because I don't feel like talking no more.